After exploring Charleston, South Carolina, we took the train to Savannah, Georgia. Welcome to Savannah, Georgia.
We're Rich and Robin.
And these are our midlife adventures.
Living in and out of our midlife van.
Since our time was limited in Savannah, we decided to do the old Savannah trolley tour. We enjoyed the tour as the drivers shared their version of the history of Savannah, as well as occasionally historic characters from town would jump on and give us more stories of their time in Savannah.
There are millions of Girl Scouts and Girl Guides and countless alumni. They believe in the power of every go-getter, innovator, risk-taker, and leader. So many Girl Scouts and former Girl Scouts for me today, or Campfire Girls and Girl Guides. There we go, quite a few of you. Wonderful.
We are here for a day, pretty much, a full day.
A full day.
So we decided to do the hop on, hop off with the old Savannah tour company.
So far it's entertaining.
Yeah, so we are at Madison Square.
Yeah, right now we're at Madison Square. Did you know that
Savannah was the first planned community in the United States? Well, before it was the United States, but the first master plan community. It was built around all these park squares, town squares with parks in them. And who created or first organized Savannah?
So back in England, if your business went out bankrupt, but they didn't have bankruptcy back then, but if you ran out of money, you were put in jail. So the King George II decided to give relief to some people. They threw them on a boat and brought them here and gave them a fresh start.
So Oglethorpe came to Savannah, came from England and settled here in Savannah for the very first time, the first settlers in Savannah.
He promised them consistent weather.
He promised people that would come with him that they'd have consistent weather.
Consistent weather, they would have, anything can grow here.
Yes.
But he's never was.
He had never been here.
He didn't know where he was going. Didn't do too bad at that. So back in England, if your business went out bankrupt, but they didn't have bankruptcy back then, but if you ran out of money, you were put in jail. So the King George II decided to give relief to some people. They threw them on a boat and brought them here and gave them a fresh start.
Yeah, and Ogleby
was the captain.
He was the one that started Savannah.
Brought everybody here, stayed here for 10 years, and then more and more people came, and next you know is history.
Remind you a little bit of Italy, Europe. It is not Spanish moss. Oh, there's the green.
There's some little balloons.
The little blooms of the Armelia. Not Spanish moss, but Armelia, and it blooms.
Those little guys.
The little green guys, and it is from the orchid family.
Yes. Who would knew?
Not Spanish moss. Thanks to our tour guide for that little tidbit.
Really lacy stuff that drapes from our trees. And it's an air plant of the genus Tillandsia. It's neither Spanish nor moss, but I guess that's just easier to say than its Latin name, Tillandsia usneoides.
Forthright Park. So when they created Forth's Park, they must have been on a budget because they ordered this fountain mail order.
The guy says.
According to the tour guide.
Yeah.
More interesting architecture here in Savannah, and just loving all the little squares, the parks.
It's pretty cool how they dedicated so much green areas. Yeah.
When you're driving, it's a little convoluted to go around all the squares, but because I remember last time we were here, you're like, another square?
Zigzag around, Robin.
Yeah, you don't like the zigzag. See if we can find something to eat, walk around a little bit, and then hop back on the trolley.
Yep.
They're cool little townhouses, row houses. We enjoyed a home-style lunch in a great restaurant, and then continued on our tour.
And coming up on Green Square, Green with an E on the end of it, named for General Nathaniel Greene of Rhode Island. Greene was second in command to George Washington during the Revolutionary War.
In Charleston, we went to the oldest theater, the first, I guess not the
It was
oldest,
the first, yeah.
the first theater in the Americas. And now this is the oldest continuing theater, and it's from Savannah, from 1818.
It was redesigned in the 60s?
The 1950s?
50s. And so it has that 50-ish look right now.
Savannah Theater is across the street from yet another square. What square is this?
So there's what, 23 squares?
22 squares. There used to be 24.
Okay.
The old Savannah tour, trolley tour, hop on, hop off, was a pretty good tour.
Well, it was pretty cool. It was definitely worth it. We got to see a lot without
14
having to walk all over the
Yeah,
place.
14 stops, lots of information, some guest appearances.
We got off like, what, 6 times?
Yeah, pretty cool way to see historic Savannah.
So it was called the Old Savannah Trolley, not the Old Trolley.
Our hotel was near the old train station, not far from historic downtown and the waterfront. On a previous trip to Savannah, we explored the historic train station, which was a unique experience. Just a little steep. Before there was roads, they had to pull things up and down this big embankment. Now they have some walkways and stairs. Interesting how all the businesses have little walkways to their doors up high from up here. Leaving Savannah, we headed back to Philadelphia for one more day of exploring before our flight back to the West Coast. Join us next time as we explore Philadelphia for a day.